Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Private Hire Mike. It's the 23rd of April 23 and today I am going to show you my Sunday shift. I am now in profit for the week and today is all mine. So how I calculate it is I look at my weekly expenses and I usually break it down by how many days I work. So for me, my weekly expenses are about $4.15 a week, which is about, on a 6-day week, £70 per day before you break even. So I'm at that point now. Today I really want to go for as much as I can. 300 would be great, but for that I'm going to probably have to really push right till the end and wait at Gatwick Airport for that last final job back into London and maybe one back down again. But anyway, first and foremost, I am going to go to the gym first. Today's back and biceps for me. Since I've been doing videos on here, I've been more of a gym head, been going to the gym. So Sunday is that day. But what I'll do is I'll keep you posted throughout the shift with what jobs I've done and where I'm at. And yeah, if you're not a member here at the family, consider subscribing and drop me a comment and say hi. Anyway, let's crack on with the video. Hello. Okay, I've just finished my gym sesh, so excuse the sweat that might be on my face, but yeah, we're finished with that. The time now is just about to hit 2. It's raining. Uber looks like it's got a surge. So yeah, today is all profit for me. I've cleared my weekly expenses yesterday, so I'm actually above profit by about £100 from the week. So today, because I haven't had a great week, I'm looking to clear £300. A big figure there, but I am Uber exec, so I think it's doable. It should be doable. Yeah, I'm not going to accept every job. I am going to cherry pick a bit, but I'm going to give it a go and see how we get on, and I'll try and update you every 2 or 3 jobs and any updates. So yeah. All right guys, quick update. It's 4:30 at the moment and I'm currently on 5 trips in, £32.10. Not a lot of money really. They've all been local jobs. I've avoided London completely as well today due to the fact that the London Marathon is on, so I don't want to get caught up in that. I'm in an area called Redhill, which is south of Croydon. It's sort of near Gatwick, so if you don't know where it is, then I'll just put it up on the map there so you can see. This area is not busy, but I'm guessing later on, after all the marathons finished, it will be very busy in London for sure. And it will also be busy later on at Gatwick because there's a lot of flights that coming in on a Sunday. In terms of making the 300 today, we're still another 270 odd pounds out, but it's still doable. It's still only 4:30. If I stay out till 1:30, that's about, terrible that maths by the way, I think it's about 9 hours, maybe 7 or 8, I'm not sure. Like I say, I'm not that great at maths. But yeah, we've still got plenty of time out. And yeah, I've got myself my coffee. This is not sponsored by the way by Pret, but if they want to sponsor me, then shout out to Pret. Yeah, I've got a muffin. A blueberry muffin actually. Right, blueberry muffin, that's £2.75 for that. Insane. But it is what it is. I'll update you again in a bit, but yeah, at the moment it's £32.10. Alright, so I thought let me start again. I thought I'd do another update. The time at the moment is 5:45. Lovely evening here in an area called Reigate, which is next to Redhill. Most of the jobs, well, all of the jobs I've done today have been local jobs, so I'm only on about 53.61. But like I say, I've got Gatwick later on at around, probably go to Gatwick about 10, so then by 12 I should be front of the queue with, you know, all the flights coming in, and see how it goes. But for now it's a slow day, but I prefer to be down here than in London with all the road closures from the marathon, plus TfL charge, congestion charge, right up till 6 o'clock on a Sunday from 12. So there's that as well. Got another job here which I'm going to take. I've literally been taking all the jobs today, all the local jobs. Like when I first drove exec, I was like, oh, I'm only going to do exec jobs or comfort. If that's how you want to run your exec game, then do so. But I will actually do a video on exec. I'm always like filming videos and then I end up scrapping them. But yeah, with exec, you want to be doing most jobs, because how to look at it is basically exec is just like an extra ways to make money, right? But when you think of it as the only way, forget it, because exec work usually makes up for only about 10 to 15% of your weekly income. All right, but anyway, I'm going to crack on with the next job. Catch you in a bit. All right, time at the moment is 10 to 7. I'm on now £78.40. I had a job from Reigate to Wallington, as you can see there. It paid me £20.40, so not bad. It took like 25 minutes. I needed that job because I've been doing locals for the whole day. Bit quiet right now where I'm at in Wallington. Not actually that far from home, so I could probably go home and have a coffee, maybe chill out for a bit, because I am expecting a bit of a rush, like obviously once the marathon finishes. I think it obviously must have finished by now, but they're probably still getting the roads back to normal, so I don't really want to go into London. I'm kind of thinking about going to Gatwick later on to catch that last bit of rush usually, but I've just been so tired this week, guys, and I'm actually going to be talking about this in another video. Burnout. It's very important to rest, because the problem in this job is, you know, you want to do more hours, because the more hours you do, the more profit you make, and obviously it's going to vary differently for every driver depending on what your outgoings are, you know. But average driver probably about £300 a week outgoings, and you know, that can sometimes take a couple of days, 3 days, depending on how hard you work and how lucky you are. So yeah, but it is important to rest. And actually, funny enough, spoke to a lady earlier on, my first customer of the day, and a very nice lady. She was telling me about how she's got 2 businesses. She's a single mother and she has 3 children, and you know, she's trying to run all these businesses, and yeah, they're doing well, but unfortunately, you know, she became ill with some type of cancer and she's undergoing treatment. And she was telling me about how she didn't get much sleep, you know, 2 hours a night, a lot of stress. And you know, you need to look after your health, because health is wealth. I know it sounds cliched, and this is not a video about that, but it's very important. And I will actually be doing a video dedicated to, you know, making sure that you get enough rest when you're doing this job, and try not to chase the money. I know we've all got bills to pay, and that is a stress in its own, but if you don't slow down, your body will slow down for you. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow I'm definitely gonna have a rest. Monday and Tuesday I might have 2 days off next week, which will mean I will have to work a bit harder, but it balances itself out. So yeah, at the moment I'm on £78.40. My target for today is £300, and there is still a great possibility that I can make that. It's 7 o'clock almost, so if I work for another 6 hours, I'm lucky, I might be able to clear in that time another 180 quid, which would bring me to about 250. I'll be happy with about 250 today, to be honest with you, on a Sunday, but still a bit far away from that. But yeah, I'll keep you posted again in a bit. That's it for now. Okay, so I am currently indoors at the moment, peeps. I came home because I had a job back, like I said, from Reigate to Wallington, and Wallington's not far from where I live. And yeah, I've come home and made myself some dinner, which is good, because that means I'm going to save money and not eat out and then eat into my expenses. No pun intended. I have got my Uber app on in the background. The time at the moment is... So the time at the moment is almost 8 o'clock, 5 minutes to 8, and I'm looking to go out again and probably do another 5 hours, try and make another 100, maybe a bit more. It doesn't seem busy at the moment. I usually see a surge of trips on a Sunday around 8, 9 o'clock, so maybe that's going to happen, but then again, every week's different. But yeah, I'm just indoors. I had a nice prawn stir fry, home cooked. And I'm thinking of maybe having a coffee. I'm a bit of a coffee head, I am. But let's see. But yeah, I will keep you posted in the next few hours and see what kind of jobs I get. And this has been the Sunday shift so far, halfway in. Alright guys, so right now I am in Gatwick Airport. I've come out again after having my dinner. The time now is 12 o'clock, 12:05, midnight, just gone midnight, and yeah, there is a lot of requests coming in now at the airport, Gatwick. I am 11 to 15 exec, 11 to 15 comfort, and 26 to 30 Uber X. Hoping that there's going to be a surge tonight. Should be one within the next, let's say, half an hour to 45 minutes. So yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, it's been a long day today. But yeah, hoping to finish on about 200 if I can today. So yeah, I'll let you know what job I get out of here. Hello guys. Okay, it's actually the next day I am filming this part of the video, and that is because last night went south, or whatever, is it west or south? It basically didn't go well. So I waited at Gatwick Airport for 3 hours, and like I got there at about 11 o'clock, and in the beginning I was thinking, you know, this isn't too bad. There was a few trip radar jobs, and you know, there was no surge, but there was a few jobs coming in. But you know, I just let them go because I was cherry picking. Usually at Gatwick after midnight there's a bit of a surge going on, but it came to midnight, not much was going on. The executive queue wasn't hardly going down, nor was the X. The comfort was going down a bit, and again I just waited and waited. Nothing real good came out of it. Anyway, cut a long story short, I finally decided to accept the job at about just gone 2 o'clock, and it was going back to where I live, Croydon. And the price as well was shockingly bad. It was like £30 on a comfort to Croydon, probably off-peak rates, no surge. And I took the job and went to the waiting area in Gatwick, which is like the orange zone basically, and the customer was nowhere to be seen. So I started to call them, they wasn't answering the phone. Sort of shouted their name, they wasn't coming, so I thought, you know what, I'll just wait here, and if it cancels, it cancels, whatever. Customer finally came and helped him with the bags in the car, then drove to the barriers, and literally as the barrier was about to open and we was going to leave, the job cancelled. And that was my fault because I basically forgot to start the trip. I think it was just because it was late, I was tired, you know. And essentially I had to apologise and basically say to the customer that, you know, the trip timed out. And they were like, well, can I book you again? I was like, if you do, it won't go to me, it will go to another driver. So I actually had to drop him back at the drop-off zone, which incurred another £5 fee for me. So I actually lost £5 plus the entry to the car park, which was another £5 plus waiting in the car park for the job, £11.50. But then I got £7.50 cancellation fee. So yeah, I was on a minus of £4.50 for 3 hours. But I did actually get a few jobs on the second part of my shift after I actually had my dinner. I got a job down to Reigate, and then I've done a couple in Reigate, local jobs. But yeah, at Gatwick it just did not go well. So I think I finished on, let me just double check what I finished on. Yeah, so I finished on £120 and 69 pence. But yeah, so that was my Sunday shift. You know, I was meant to go for about £300. You know, I was going to be happy with about 200, 250, but yeah, it didn't happen. I think looking at the shift, it started off with a lot of local jobs. And look, it doesn't really matter to start off with your shift doing local jobs, you know, cover your expenses. But I find that if you really want to earn about 200 or 150 and above on a shift, you need to have at least one medium to long job. And when I say medium to long job with Uber, that's usually anything over £40, right? You need one of them, because otherwise, you know, it's not that busy at the moment, and there's more drivers out there, so you can't just rely on doing loads of local jobs for the day. All right, but anyway, that was an insight into my Sunday shift. If you've enjoyed the video, hit a thumbs up on the video, and if you've got any questions, feel free to drop me a comment below, and you can catch me on Instagram as well at Private Hire Mike. see you in the next video, guys. I will be doing some talks about expenses and also about driving for Uber Executive, so do stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Safe driving.